Hello, welcome everyone. I just YouTube. Thank you for coming over here. Do make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit the bell to get notifications for future streams. If you haven't already subscribed to my Reddit, I also give notifications there, and also my Discord community. I have an Instagram too, but I'm trying to build up this YouTube. So do subscribe, hit the notification bell, and look forward to more. I had to use for whatever reason they weren't giving me the option to go live. I don't know why. I hope nothing's wrong with my account. I'll have to look into it later. Fortunately, this is working, but usually the chat function on this app, so I apologize if at all, and I hope I can fix it. Here we go. Let's see how we do. Yeah, let's see how it goes. It might be a little bit laggy. We're in kind of a really busy area, so let's see how if it gets better. By the way, how's the sound? Sound check? Some connection issues, some lag, but I think it's because we're right next to the station. Let's see if it improves. Let me know how it is for you now. Oh, what was I saying about the chat? It was breaking up. I was saying that I had to, unfortunately, I don't know why, but YouTube was not letting me go live for some reason. It kind of angers me. I worked really hard to be able to get the ability to go live. They're not letting me go live. But anyway, I use a third-party app, and when I do that, the downside is that the chat is very laggy. So it sends me like 5 or 6, maybe sometimes 10 messages at once after like a minute. So like a minute goes by and it'll just pop up with like 10 comments. So it's not very efficient. Like right now the comments are frozen. So it's not going to be as interactive, but let's see how we do. Is everyone's connection getting better? Is it still laggy? People are saying that it's slowly improving, but it's stuttering. I don't want to start a new one, but I might have to do that. Okay, you said it's good. I'm going to keep it going. I don't want to start a new stream, so I feel bad for the people who join after this is posted and they might drop off because the first few minutes were very laggy, but let's see where we go from here. I'm not going to do a long one. It's getting kind of dark and cold. I do want to get home. I didn't plan on being out this late, but let's just do it for a little bit around this kind of main area. guys, is the connection improving? Hey guys, on my end the quality is really good, but I don't know what it is like on your end. Sometimes it looks really good on my end, and then when I see the final result on YouTube, it's like really blurry. So I hope that's not happening. It looks pretty good. Comments are like really slow, so sorry. I feel like you guys are not even there. I'm kind of doing like a solo stream right now. Hey Chris, you're kind of clogging up the stream. I don't really go into that kind of stuff. The show's not really about me. It's just I'm showing off Tokyo, and it's not. I purposely don't go into my own story. Maybe at some point in the future I will if I feel like it, but this is not really my purpose. So I try to just focus on my content, which is what's around me, and not myself. So, like I said, maybe at some point in the future I'll get into it, but that's not really what I'm aiming to do. So I'm not getting into those kind of details and stories at the time. But thanks anyway for asking and your interest. But I try to aim to focus more on questions about like lifestyle, society, culture of Japanese people, and also people that are foreigners that are living in Japan, and what it's like to be here. So try to focus your questions on that, and I will be happy to answer. But as a kind of general rule, try not to spam the chat with the same question multiple times. It's not a fun experience for other people that are trying to watch and get their questions answered. If your question hasn't been answered in like once or twice of posting, then I'm probably not going to answer. Or I've already answered it many times in the past, and I don't want the regular viewers to have there's a lot of people that ask the same question, like that's been asked 50 times or 100 times, and I feel bad for people that watch all the time that have to hear my same answer like constantly. So I just tend to kind of ignore the very common questions. So don't feel like I'm ignoring you to be rude. I'm just trying to be considerate of all the people that are watching, who watch all the time. I've met tons of people that came to Japan for very different ways. As you might guess, there's a lot of people that come in as English teachers. There's lots of people that come in as professionals who their companies send them here. There's people that come in for family because they're married to a Japanese person, or there's people that come in from all kinds of different paths. It's really, really diverse. Government work, all kinds of things. Many different reasons. Students, a lot of students. Jewelry? I don't know. What's your question about jewelry? What's the countries in the general East Asian area that have been most impressed you the most? Outside of Japan, in East Asia, I would say definitely Taiwan. It might have just been my own experience, but I had a really, really positive experience traveling in Taiwan, and I just feel very positive towards the country based on my experience going there. I don't know if it's like I got lucky or if it's like that for everybody, but people there were extremely, extremely kind and hospitable to me, especially as a solo traveler. They were very helpful, very, very friendly. The food was like phenomenal. I mean, everything I tried there was incredible. Everything. I felt that it was a very clean city. Taipei was very clean. It was nice. It was very interesting. There was a ton of culture. It was a beautiful countryside when you take the train around. There was a lot of great restaurants, a lot of great things to do. Just gorgeous place, nice people, good food. I mean, I don't know. And I went there when there was a typhoon, which means that everything was closed and it was like just shut down, and I still had a really, really nice time. I went outside of the city to a few areas for hiking, and it was just beautiful mountains, not mountains, but like hills and hiking trails. A lot of really nice stuff there. I had a great time. I like it a lot there, and I want to go back at some point. I also liked Korea a lot. I didn't get to spend as much time in Korea as I would have liked. I only went to, where am I right now? Okay. It's like I'm operating with glasses because it's fogged up from my mask. Yeah, Korea was really cool too. I would like to spend more time there. But I would still say Japan is my number one. And you know, Taiwan is not far from Japan. It's a very short flight. It's very cheap to get there from Japan. Depends on like when you go, but I think I spent like, I think it was like 100 or 150 max. And if you're really like lucky, if you're like living in Japan, you can get there. You can find a really cheap flight on like off seasons. Yeah, cheap flight, short distance. You can do it. If you really don't care about like a short trip, you can honestly do it in a weekend. But it's probably better to take a day off or two. I think it's a good little jump over from Japan, like Korea, South Korea. This is your go-to in Tokyo. You have big feet, you're going to have a hard time finding... See, this is the kind of hard thing about this third-party app. All the questions come in bulk, and I miss a lot of them. No, it's not necessary to own a vehicle. If you have big feet, like let's say, I don't know, it's hard to say what size, but this is where you go. You can find shoes here. You're not going to have a great selection at your size. You're going to be a little bit limited, but it's better than nothing. There's some other places you can go too around Tokyo, but you can also tend to go to like kind of Western shoe shops like Nike and New Balance, and you can find your size too, so it's not actually that hard. But if you want like a specific type of shoe outside of like a normal popular brand, good luck. Does Japan or Tokyo have interesting shops, restaurants? Oh my god, yes. Of course. Yeah, all kinds of... I guess you have to be a little bit more specific with your question, but yeah, I mean, this city is super dense. There's so many things. I mean, it's endless things you can try and experience and do, things you can eat, all kind of international cuisine. The streets are quiet because they don't let cars through here. This is just for people only. As you can see, the sign right there is blocking only for people, no cars. But it's actually normally extremely crowded here at all times. This is a very, very popular tourist area. There's a travel ban in Tokyo, so there's not many people around. It's also a weekday at nighttime. It's kind of cold, and people are kind of staying in. Normally this would be really, really crowded, but there's like no one here, so. Oh, there's a word count when you're typing on live chat, huh? I didn't know that. Do trains stop at midnight? Yeah, most of them around Tokyo, around midnight. I'm going to head home pretty soon. I just want to show you guys kind of like the really kind of famous area around here. We're not going to go in because it's kind of like a sketchy area. But this is where people do go like live streaming. Not live streaming. To take photos like tourists. But I wouldn't go live streaming there. And I wouldn't go really in, honestly. Or taking photos and videos. I went to an area around here which is really famous. really famous, called Golden Guy, and it's like this narrow little alley with all these little restaurants and bars and stuff, really small. A ton of photos online, you can see online. But when I was doing a stream like last summer, there was a guy who stopped me and he was like, don't go film in there. I feel like you're asking for like unnecessary trouble. A lot of people do go in there and take videos and photos, but there's also a lot of stories of people being stopped or their phone being taken away from them, or demanded to delete whatever they filmed, that kind of stuff. So I kind of steer that. I'm not trying to invite trouble. So I'm just going to show you the outside, which is actually fine anyway, because you can see all the lights in the classic. Like this street right here is really where you see a lot of the classic photographs. And let's see, yeah, right over here to the left. So this is not really real neon anymore. It's just kind of like lit up boxes. A typical image of Tokyo. Whenever you see pictures of Tokyo online, yeah, there you go, like colored LEDs. Whenever you see pictures of Tokyo online or in movies or in anything that's like really typical, stereotypical Tokyo, this is the street right here that you see. There's a few others as well, but this is mainly where you get those kind of like images of Tokyo with neon lights. I hardly come here. It's fun like when you first move to Japan, it's fun to like see all the lights and all the stuff and activity, but once you've lived here to do streaming, it's fun for people who are not familiar with Tokyo, not familiar with Japan, to see it for the first time. But the famous Godzilla statue is nearby, right down the street over there. We're not going to be able to see it on nighttime on my phone. Yeah, Reddit is much more interactive, much more active on chat. YouTube is a little bit less active. I mean, there's obviously less people watching right now, but in general, YouTube is a little bit less active. People tend to, I think even if it's like less people, I think it's more of I think it's that people are watching in a higher resolution in landscape mode, and you have this habit on YouTube to just kind of zone out and watch, and people kind of slow down with the comments on YouTube. Oh, there it is. You can see. Okay, you can see Godzilla. Hang on a second. Let me zoom in. There he is. There's Godzilla. He's all lit up tonight. He's on top of the movie theater. I didn't think we'd be able to see him. Like I said, I'm not going to be going in, but I just want to show you guys kind of the outside, which is really honestly enough. You can see all the lights and the activity. It's not much different when you go inside. No, he doesn't dance around. It's just a giant statue of Godzilla that's fixed there on the top of the movie theater. And it's lit up tonight. Let's just do a quick walk over here. There's a big giant LED screen over here, which is kind of cool actually. Am I gonna get food soon? No, I'm gonna go home soon and eat at home. I'm not gonna eat here. Let's go. Oh, is it off here? Just so you can see it from this side. Yeah, I bet someone said it's laggy, but that's probably because there's probably like 100 million different I'll show you guys a quick glimpse of the inside. This is kind of the main street right here. Pretty bright. I think, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you right here. I wanted to show you the LED screen. It's not really LED, but it's just a giant screen on the side of the building. It's better if you go over here though. This is the better view. Oh cool, someone said they designed advertisements for this screen. I think if you're going to come and take a photo, this is one of the best spots to stand for a nice panorama. Some people get like really good photos here, like right in the center of the street. I always wonder how they do that. They either stand still or they go in that grass mound over there. But I've seen some really good photos that I'm like, where did they take that from? Like right here, this big kind of like, I think some people stand here and take a photo because they'll get like a photo like right into the street, which is at a really good angle. But this is pretty good right here though. I hope the connection was good. Alright, let's go back towards the station now. Alright, while we wait for the light to change, I'll show you guys this inside again. I think that might have been the best view. There might be a few other kind of good spots. Like, you know what? I bet you can get a really good spot if you're like in a restaurant up there. If you're up in the restaurant, like maybe even if you're standing like on top of something over there, that'd be a good view. Here, we'll go down one more street since we're here, and we'll take a right over here. I think generally people don't want to be filmed around here though, so that's why I'm trying to kind of get out of here. Let's just do a quick peek, and then we can take a right up here. This is the famous Don Quixote. Yeah, most people walk on the left, but as you can see in this kind of area, they kind of don't really follow that rule. This is where the movie theater is on the end right there. Don Quixote is another shop where you can find pretty much everything, but it's not really... let's see if I can cross the street. I'm going to run. It's blinking. I showed you guys Tokyo Hands earlier, Nitori. Those are like calm shops where you can find everything, but this shop is like a manic, insane shop with everything is clustered and unorganized and a bunch of noise and lights and stuff. That's a pretty good shot right there too. That's kind of a classic photo right there with all the taxis going by in front of the lights. Okay, where to go from here? Let's take a left over here. Like I said, over here to the right, like if you go that way, there's a really cool spot called Golden Guy, which is really famous with the tiny little restaurants and bars and like little narrow alleys. Kind of old, old nostalgic feel, very kind of grungy, and it feels a little bit like shady, but it's kind of cool. And then at daytime, it's like really cool because you don't feel like that kind of shady. What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of sketch, but. It's a cool area. Alright, I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna hang out with you guys for a few more minutes as I walk to the station. Like I said, it was actually a little bit longer than I planned to do. I only planned to do about 20-30 minutes, but it's been about 45 minutes almost, so pretty decent streams tonight. This is the more kind of normal side of Shinjuku. Just a bunch of malls, basically, shopping centers. Actually, I'm not going to wait here. I think I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go back the same way I came. Let's end the stream over there at the place where I started. Because then I'm going to enter the station, so. I'm glad you liked it. I normally do my typical streams are not like this. My typical streams are more like low-key, quiet areas, lesser known, not busy. So I'd like to kind of change it up a little bit. I've been doing this on YouTube mostly because I feel like people like gravitate towards this kind of Tokyo first, and then once I have like kind of an audience who enjoys this, maybe then I can show them a little bit more of like the lesser known side of Tokyo. So there are some station entrances here, but I'm gonna go over to the main entrance. When do you think you'll go back to normal streams? Oh yeah, pretty soon. I think like now that I've done this one, I'll go back to doing normal ones. Maybe next YouTube one will probably be normal. I don't know. I don't really think that much about it until just the day, like the morning that I'm gonna stream later on that day. That's when I start thinking about where I'll go. Sometimes I'll stream like if I'm already out, I'll bring my stuff with me, and I'll do it like wherever I am already, if I have to go out. So I don't think that much about it, but I know what people normally like is my normal typical type of stream, so I will try to do some more of those. And they're shutting things down. I gotta get home. Yeah, it's getting cold. I think I can go left, but we didn't see this side, so let's just go this way. Interesting, but something new. Hey, it hasn't been too shaky for you guys, has it? It hasn't been like, I've been walking kind of heavy-footed instead of like gentle like I normally do, so I hope it hasn't been like bouncing around a lot. Trying to keep it smooth. Here's another Don Quixote I was talking about. Okay, yeah, about the audio. No, I can't control the audio because I just can't control it, so sorry about that. I can't really do anything about it when I'm doing YouTube live stream. You have to just kind of turn it down yourself. Sorry. I wish I could control it. Alright, that's it. Where should we end the stream? Let's go up here. Let's go up the stairs. So you're mentioning stutter. Yeah, I'm sorry there's a stutter, but when I'm using Wi-Fi still, so when I come to this kind of really busy area, like so it's really hard to maintain a steady connection. If I get more invested into this streaming, I'll invest into better gear, better equipment that can eliminate that problem. But for now, I'm just gonna put up with it, I guess. Let's get a quick view of the lights and then we'll close. I'm gonna go home. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff I can do to improve the signal, I know, but it just takes money. So in time, maybe I'll get some of that stuff, but for now I'm just using regular Wi-Fi. So that's another reason why I prefer my normal streams, because I can go to like quiet places that don't have a lot of Wi-Fi signals. But when I'm out here, it's like, forget it. It's not going to be a good connection. But anyway, I hope it was good enough for you guys. I hope you enjoyed anyway. Hope you enjoyed the Reddit and the YouTube. Like I said, please subscribe, please hit the bell for notifications, follow my channels, and look forward to more content. So thank you very much. Take care, guys. Be safe, and I'll see you this weekend. All right, see ya.